to another gear review video. Today we're going to be looking at my absolute favourite pedal on my board and one of my favourite pieces of gear, which is this little bad boy right here. It is a Loopmaster pedal, and these things are handmade, hand-wired by a gentleman, I forget where, but you can find them with a Google search, pretty easy, and they make custom foot switches, and this is a very solid unit. And what I use this for is channel switching on my amp and then switching between two effects loop in here, so I can have dirty effects in one loop and then clean in the other. So it's really useful for that. And I've got a 2-channel amp, but it's only got one set of EQ knobs on it, so I put an EQ in each of the loops, which runs through the effects loop of the amp, and then that way I can tune the sound, and because it's quite difficult to get a good clean sound and a good dirty sound with just those 3 parameters. So this is really useful for that, and it means that, and I have it wired up, so I sent him my designs for it, and this switch here switches between the clean and the dirty channel in one switch. So it changes the channels on my amplifier, and it changes the 2 loops on the back. One stomp, which eliminates a lot of tap dancing on your pedal board. Say you've got two pedals in each of your loops, and you need to change from a clean sound into a dirty sound straight away, one switch and it's done. So as long as you don't have any effects running outside of these loops, or for instance afterwards, maybe you have like a wah pedal or something that you can use for both, or like a boost pedal out the front, you only have to stomp on this. You don't have to disengage anything else, which makes things really, really, really easy. So for instance, if you're a Metallica guy and you're playing the clean sections in fade to black, and then you need to change over to the distorted sound, one stomp and it's done, which is really, really excellent. And these, you can get anything that you want made from these. There's some of them are like a mile long, and they have a million different loops in them, which is really good. But this little thing, it's not particularly big. I'll just compare it to a standard size pedal. This is a chord pitch black, and it's that big, so it's not huge. I got a compact one made so I could fit it onto my pedal board, and it's really great, and it's really simple. Channel switching, loop switching. This, and I also got them to wire in the secondary switch on my amp, which is the boost, the lead boost. But it uses a stereo foot switch cable, which means if I buy an amplifier in the future that has a stereo output to a 2-button foot switch, say some 2-channel amps by Mesa Boogie have a 2-button foot switch, maybe one for the channel and one for the built-in EQ, like on the new Mini Mark 5, which looks excellent. This pedal would work with that amp, which means it's a mainstay, and it wasn't terribly expensive. It was about $100 Australian shipped, and I've had it for 2 years now, and I wanted to do a review on it because there's not many on YouTube, and also I've used it for quite some time. It is 100% solid metal. All the switches are solid as. This little switch on the back, it's fantastic. All the LEDs light up brilliantly, and they're really bright, and this is easily the best pedal on my board, and I wouldn't go without it. And if I got a new amplifier, I'd find some way to work this in. I highly recommend Loopmaster, and you should check them out. I'll show you how I use the pedal. Just a brief rundown in some of my other videos. I gave you just really, really quick one as sort of how it works, but this is a concentrated video. So if you want to see some more videos with this thing in action, check out some of the stuff in the channel. But I'll show you how I use it. Good pedal. Here's how I set up the Loopmaster pedal here. We have all the inputs in the back, and this is my pedal board and how I have it wired up. This is coming from the send of the amp the effects loop, so that goes in there. This little 9-volt thing here, that's for the LED lights, which isn't necessary. You don't actually need that for the pedal to work, which is good. So if you're short on ports for your power supply, then you can just do it like that. This is the return, so that goes to the return of the loop on my amp. And then this is the foot switch controller, which is it's a stereo TRS style. And this is the polarity switch. Nice solid little switch. And you just use that to change the orientation of which way the switches work. So I think I had it down, I can't remember. Okay, and these cables here are from the pedals. So we have 2 loops. So we'll set this back up. So we have the send for the dirty channel, which is this one. And then the return, which is, I'll just follow the cables here, is this blue one. So this blue one goes in here. And that's 1 loop. So that includes 2 pedals off screen over here, a Joyo digital delay and a Joyo 6-band EQ. And then we have our other pedals here. This is the send for the clean channel, the second loop. And then we have the return. For this video I'm using my 1984 Gibson Explorer and my Hughes & Kettner Tubemeister 18-watt head. And here's the pedal board just down here. And I'll show you very quickly. I've already explained how it works, but I've got my dirty effects over here and then my clean effects over here, and then my signal chain is guitar to tuner, noise suppressor, overdrive. The overdrive goes to the input of the amp, but I won't be using that today. And then all these pedals here are effectively in the effects loop of the amplifier. Okay, so at the moment we're in the clean channel. And you can hear the distinct difference between the two because I have the delay on the clean channel. Okay, so I've got the delay over here, and then when I switch over to the dirty channel, okay, so it's real easy. I just stomp on the one switch. Another great thing is that it transfers over. So as you just saw then, instant. Really excellent pedal. So that's the Loopmaster pedal that I designed and then got made by those guys. They have a whole host of pedals, and chances are they'll have something that's useful for you. I'll put the link to their website below. Hopefully this video was of interest to some people, and check out some of my other videos, and if you found it useful, hit the like button and subscribe, guys. And that's pretty much it. A really cool pedal, and it really dictates what when I'm looking at a new amp or something like that, or looking at buying something, I work it around that pedal. That's how good it is. That there will be some amps that I would not buy because I would not be able to include that on my board. So check them out. Very high quality pedals. Recommend.